Hello and welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Here are some of the stories we have for you. Macomb County Executive Mark Hackel talks about the successes the county has seen in 2019. Santa Claus visited Shelby Township for the Christmas Aglow. And it was the largest group of submissions for the coloring contest. And this year's winners were tasked with a very important job. We have these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. It was the 9th State of Macomb County address for County Executive Mark Hackel. Covering a wide range of accomplishments from 2019, Hackel highlighted things like population growth of almost 11,000 residents coming to the county to live. Employment rates have also increased and reached a historic high, and household median income increased to more than $62,000. One thing which was a proud moment this year for the executive was the Clinton River water efforts. And while it has taken years to get to the water quality, it was highlighted in a kayak event this past summer with local leaders and members of the community. A complete 360 compared to over a decade ago.
To date, we have invested $30 million in grant funds to clean the river. Next, we cleared the river. Studies concluded the river would never be a recreational resource because it was virtually impassable. There were more than 100 log jams filled with debris. Working with hundreds of volunteers, we cleared up every one of them. And finally, we connected with the river by providing access. Once there was very limited access to our river, but now this 33-mile waterway is open to the community with launch sites and parks. Today, there are now 9 public access points on that river.
Hackel plans to increase the number of accesses to the river so it can be utilized and enjoyed by even more people, providing access in Harrison Township and Clinton Township. With very positive improvements throughout 2019, the county executive expects continued success for years to come in Macomb County. It was a very special night for Shelby Township residents, and for many, it feels like the holiday season can officially start. Stacy Sansatera takes us to the municipal grounds.
Merry Christmas! Christmas has officially arrived in Shelby Township with the lighting of the township tree. 'Tis the season, so be jolly, la 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 la. The annual Christmas Aglow brings back the days of an old-fashioned community celebration.
It's our official first event of the season, so we're kicking off the festive season, and it's a great opportunity for families, neighbors, friends to come out, explore the grounds, and start the holidays the right way.
Merry Christmas!
We have a lot of different activities going on. Santa's coming, we have Mrs. Claus coming, Buddy the Elf is here. There's crafts, campfires, there's just a lot of stuff to do.
And with so much to do, this event is truly all about family.
The best thing about Christmas is spending time with my family.
It's the time you get together about family, help each other out, look at the less fortunate out there and appreciate everything you have. It's not about the gift giving, it's about the love and family and just surround yourself with good people.
And I agree with that. I couldn't add more to that. Obviously, we all know the most important thing about Christmas is when our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was born. Absolutely. And it is just a wonderful holiday.
Christmas means to me celebrating with family, fun, and enjoying company.
In anticipation for the arrival of Santa, the Eisenhower High School show choir entertained the crowd with carols. But something was amiss.
Shelby Township Police and Fire, what is your emergency?
This is a little embarrassing, but you see, I'm having problems with my sleigh, and my reindeer just can't get us flying again.
Wait, am I really talking to the Santa Claus?
You sure are. Do you think somebody can help me out?
But have no fear, Shelby Township's first responders would not let the children be disappointed as they were quick to rescue Santa and Mrs. Claus. Now how's that for an entrance? Time to get down to business and light that tree. The night concluded at the historic Hope Chapel with a one-on-one visit with Santa. And just like that, it's Christmas in Shelby Township. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
Merry Christmas, Shelby Township. Merry Christmas.
You can watch more from the Christmas Aglow on Shelby TV, or you can find the whole program online by searching Shelby TV on Facebook or YouTube. It was a record number of entries this year for the coloring contest. Judges had a tough decision to make, but overall there were 5 colorings that really just stood out. Winners this year included Spressa, Edna, Lucas, Addison, and Hank. By winning this contest, they were tasked with handing the key to Santa Claus himself. But before that could even happen, these children had to take an oath in the Township Municipal Building.
I shall be dedicated to representing.
The designs were unique and stood out to the judges, and to these young winners, it was a shock to actually win.
I never won a coloring contest, and I just wanted to win, and it turned out that I actually won. Oh, this is actually my first and only year I can do this. And I thought I would give it a try, and I did not knowing I would win because I never ever win anything.
And while taking an oath and seeing their pictures all framed was a pretty exciting moment, the highlight of winning this whole contest came at the Christmas Aglow, where these kids were on stage with Santa and Mrs. Claus, handing him the key. Everyone who entered the contest will have their pictures on display until January 3rd. It sure does feel like Christmas in Shelby Township, and the library is fully decked out thanks to some very special helpers. Families came together for a night of trimming the tree. Located in the library atrium, this tree sits for the whole season to be enjoyed by all library guests. This event has become a staple for some people, and this year it was actually larger than last year's crowd. The library, being a significant community asset, is happy to have all of this support.
And this is what our library is all about, is getting people to read and also to interact together. That's really the purpose of libraries these days. Everybody's got a Kindle, but not everybody's got a friend. So.
Along with decorating the tree, there were homemade cookies, and the kids designed their own ornaments to bring home and hang on their own tree. Celebrating a decade of running in December, the Jingle Bell Run will be on December 15th.
Here we are in December, late December, and there really aren't hardly any races at all, even around the 15th or 16th at this point. So they're looking for a race.
This 5K invites all runners and walkers to help raise money for organizations like Macomb County Special Olympics, Penricken Center, Cattail Acres, and Hope Water Project. Last year, over $12,000 was distributed among many groups. Runners will start and end at the former Shelby Township Senior Center and Court Building on Van Dyke. The race starts at 9 a.m.
And everybody gets together, and everybody's dressed up in the Christmas spirit, and everybody's having fun, it's just that whole combination. And it's just fun to see people really get so much out of it.
To register, visit eastsideracingcompany.com. Still ahead on Shelby This Week, Oakland University announces this new opportunity for students to participate and compete in virtual sports. Meet this cat, Kitty, at the Humane Society of Macomb. Stay with us for more Shelby This Week.
Kids and other cats, we're trying to steer away from that.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
It's the first Division I university in the state to unveil this program for students. Kyle Warzbach has more about this brand new initiative starting at Oakland University.
Oakland University has a new sport coming next fall in what many people are calling the sport of the future, eSports.
I think what we announced today was that Oakland University is taking a much deeper plunge into the eSports world by creating a varsity eSports team.
Greg Jordan says that OU already has over 100 students participating in esports at the club level, and this new varsity team would be the first Division I esports program in Michigan. Additionally, OU's varsity team will be partnering with local professional esports franchise Team Renegades.
Team Renegades, being a professional franchise, has expertise that can be very beneficial to help Oakland University understand the culture of esports.
21-year-old Dakota James is a professional esports athlete with Team Renegades, as well as a full-time college student. And he says the skills he's learned from esports has transferred over to his academic work.
I played Smash, played it competitively for a while, and got really committed to it and realized that that same level of dedication, like almost obsession, I could take and I could transfer it to something else. So I enrolled in my school's engineering program, and that same level of obsession and like commitment, I just put into that, and yeah, it's working out well.
Dakota plays Super Smash Bros. Competitively and has played since he was 10, and he credits this in keeping him off the streets as a young kid.
From Detroit, there's not really much going on there. You either like you do something illegal or you figure out another way to make money, just having that outlet of esports, like, hey, I can, instead of doing that, running the streets, I can just play Smash.
Now, esports being classified as a sport has been controversial, but it is quickly gaining serious attention.
There are so many similarities between esports and traditional sports as far as physical demands, mental demands, nutrition, needing for mental health.
This is serious. What you're doing is also serious, but don't sleep on this, because in a minute, esports is going to be on scale with the main contact sports.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Kyle Warzbach.
This week for Pet of the Week, we introduce you to Kitty. Fitting name because yes, she is a kitty cat. Maybe she could find her forever home in time for the holiday season. You can visit her today at the Humane Society of Macomb.
Kitty is a female. She is about 2 years old. She's absolutely gorgeous, and we'd love to introduce Kitty to someone real soon to hopefully make a match. So Kitty, we want to see her go to a home that doesn't have any other cats. She's not a big fan of other cats. And also in her previous home, I guess the kids there were a little rough playing with her, so she's not real big into little kids. She actually does okay with dogs. So that's really the only things, kids and other cats, we're trying to steer away from that. She's pretty laid back. She's pretty affectionate. She likes to come to the edge of the cage, have you, pet her. She's cool. Kind of like what you see is what you get. She's just a great all-around cat. This time of year, a lot of people are doing their kind of end-of-year giving, both in terms of financially and donations of supplies to certain places, and we would just hope people would include us in that, because we depend on the generosity of the community to keep us going.
Coming up next, the American Red Cross is heading to Shelby Township for a blood drive. And Michigan is now offering a free sexual assault text line to anyone who needs to talk.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
The American Red Cross will make its way to Shelby Township on January 2nd. The blood drive will be from 1:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Each year, the American Red Cross holds about 500 blood drives. One donation can save up to 3 lives, according to their website. If you would like to donate, you can call 586-739-7540 to make an appointment. The blood drive will be at the Shelby Township Activity Center located on 21 Mile Road. The statewide sexual assault hotline has now added a texting option. People in the state of Michigan can now text for immediate and confidential help, no matter when they were assaulted. The calling hotline launched in 2018. Both options are available 24/7 and it's free and confidential. Everything shared through the hotline is not reported to law enforcement. If you or someone you know has experienced sexual assault, call 1-855-864-2374, or you can text 1-866-238-1454. Each line provides access to free, anonymous, and confidential counseling support. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search ShelbyTV. We will leave you now with more scenes from the library where it is all decorated for the season. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.